Here's our roadmap for today. First, the Goliath, Nvidia's dominance. Second, training versus inference. Third, startups challenging the throne. Fourth, Broadcom, AMD, and TSMC. Fifth, the memory supply bottleneck. And finally, why gamers pay the price. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. The Goliath. Nvidia's dominance. $500 billion. Let that sink in. That is the size of the recent AI infrastructure financing megadeal that Nvidia just inked with Wall Street giants. It perfectly illustrates the sheer, mind-boggling scale of capital that's flooding into the space right now. We aren't just talking about simple component manufacturing anymore. We are talking about nation-state levels of infrastructure investment.
And you know what? That capital is directly fueling Nvidia's 2026 fiscal year revenue, which is sitting at a jaw-dropping $215.9 billion. That's a 65% year-over-year increase, and keep in mind that's coming right off the back of a 114% increase the year before. But here's the truly wild part. $193.7 billion of that comes strictly from their data center segment. So roughly 90% of their entire revenue is now completely leveraged on AI infrastructure demand.
To maintain that absolute dominance, Nvidia is pushing a hyper-aggressive roadmap. They're basically locking in an annual architectural cadence. They're going from the current Blackwell architecture dropping in fall 2026 straight into specialized Rubin and Rubin Ultra systems for 2027 and 2028, and then eventually ROSA Feynman by 2030. They're sending a crystal-clear signal to the market. Their innovation pipeline is completely packed for the next half-decade.
Section 2, training versus inference explained. So the winds of the industry are shifting, and to understand why Nvidia is suddenly facing some very real threats, we need to look at this pivot. It comes down to AI training versus AI inference. Training is that rare, massive compute you need to build a model from scratch. This is where Nvidia's GPUs and their CUDA software platform are basically untouchable. But inference? That's the everyday execution. Every single time you ask an AI a question, that's inference. And for inference workloads, cost per token and energy efficiency become the ultimate deciding factors for businesses.
Section 3. Startups challenging the throne.
Because inference is now taking up a way larger share of enterprise workloads than training, a whole new wave of specialized Davids are rising up to challenge our Goliaths. They don't even need to beat Nvidia at training, they just need to run the models cheaper and faster. You've got companies like Cerebras scoring a massive $23 billion valuation with wafer-scale chips that massively cut down data movement, or Positron targeting power efficiency and claiming 3 times the compute per watt efficiency of an Nvidia H100. Then there's Fractal and Grok, who are totally focused on eliminating memory bottlenecks to make real-time AI cheaper. These aren't just little science projects, they're heavily funded operations completely changing the semiconductor landscape.
Section 4. Broadcom, AMD, and TSMC.
Now, it's not just the nimble startups in this fight. Legacy titans are aggressively carving out their own territory. And if you want to know who truly holds pricing power, just look at the gross margins. Nvidia is operating with software-like 71.1% margins, mostly because of massive demand and zero direct substitutes for their high-end training chips. Then you have TSMC, the pure-play foundry actually manufacturing chips for Nvidia, AMD, and Broadcom, commanding a massive 59.9% margin thanks to their lead in 3nm and 2nm processes. And trailing far behind? Intel, sitting at a 34.8% gross margin as they grind through a massive restructuring.
But hey, don't count Intel out just yet. Even though they reported a net loss for the year, they just executed a massive $20 billion equity raise. Why? Well, their MEBT advanced packaging, which is basically a high-tech way to stitch different chip parts together super efficiently, could be a major strategic lifeline. If Intel can deliver that advanced packaging at half of TSMC's cost, they could easily draw in AI chip customers who are currently stuck in massive manufacturing bottlenecks over at TSMC.
Section 5. The memory supply bottleneck.
All these players, Nvidia, AMD, the startups, they're all competing for the exact same physical resources. And that brings us to the real hidden driver of today's hardware market, high bandwidth memory, or HBM. It is incredibly complex to manufacture. Companies like Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron make this stuff, and it delivers massive profit margins when sold to AI data centers. The catch? It shares the exact same manufacturing capacity as the GDDR memory used in your regular consumer graphics cards.
Because HBM is just so wildly profitable, data centers are absorbing the global memory supply and absolutely starving everything else.
Section 6. Why gamers pay the price.
And that massive corporate tug-of-war over memory capacity, it creates a vicious ripple effect straight down to your local electronics store. The recent RTX 50 series market data makes this clear as day. The RTX 5070 jumped from roughly $660 in June to nearly $900 in August. That's a 36% price hike in just 2 months. And the 16GB version of the 5060 Ti, that's up 39%. So, because AI is eating up all the memory supply, a standard gamer or creative professional buying a desktop graphics card today is directly feeling the pinch of that $500 billion Wall Street deal we talked about earlier.
GPUs are increasingly behaving like constrained, high-value assets rather than commodity components. That quote really hits the nail on the head and perfectly summarizes our journey today. Consumer graphics cards aren't just for gaming or editing video anymore. They're essentially collateral damage in a trillion-dollar AI infrastructure arms race. The components inside them are just too valuable to the enterprise AI market, and that's forcing consumer prices sky high.
So, as inference workloads rapidly reshape the global economy, we're left with this massive question to ponder. Will the next trillion-dollar AI company be a nimble chip startup, or will consumers permanently foot the bill to maintain Nvidia's reign? We are literally watching a fundamental revaluation of computing hardware in real time. The startups are coming for the throne, the legacy titans are pivoting hard, and everyday users, well, they're caught right in the crossfire. Thank you for joining me for this explainer. Keep an eye on those memory markets, and keep learning.